Okay, let's see here. We are back at it again with a little bit of control. Little bit, because, you know, never have more than a few iotas, especially when playing this game. Where, oh where? Who is messaging me? Ah, here we go. Nothing good happens without a little pain. You know what, Irwin? You're right. So, where the hell did I leave off? Returned, comrade. It is good to hear from you, comrade. Okay, so, just with a little bit of a warning here, there is a lot of spoilers, because I'm at a decent point in the game, in my opinion. I'm sure there's still a lot left to go, but there's... I'm a decent way through, I should say. Hello, what is this? No, I hate the radios. I thought that was something new. It's just bullshit. So, first and foremost, your character's brother. Possessed by the very thing you're fighting against. The antithesis to this, like, entity that you have, or you're hosting. Yeah, standard in all federal agencies. And apparently, in this one, so is the whispering. So, I'm not sure how well you can hear that, but... Oh, I didn't even have my volume all the way up.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan.
Come down from there. Okay, there we go.
Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Don't say it like
Off to a good
that.
start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I'm not.
I was back in Ordinary before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me.
Sounds more like a nightmare.
I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden.
Oh boy.
But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names,
Literally.
boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
I find him weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he
Exactly.
trying to mess with me?
Probably. And then he goes right back to flying. I'll show you. I can fly too. Just let me get out of this room.
So many variations of the
Hold up.
morphology.
Did I just crack
I
something?
wonder if they're distinct entities or stages of some rapid evolution process.
Gender neutral frames, my guy. Also, yes, I too can. Oh shit. I too can fly. Oh yes, the fancy schmancy gun. Shotgun versus sniper. I can fly. Not very well though, because I start to like teeter every so often. Shut the fuck up, okay? I know I'm not the best at it yet, but I will be. It comes in handy, like, more than you would fucking believe, because this... I really, really enjoy the ability, because now I can get to places I didn't know about, and now Now that I have the ability, it's, you know, I'm getting able to get to places that I really just don't want to go to. Ah, yes, my favorite character.
Hi, Jesse.
One of my favorite characters. I don't know why I came here.
I should get going. Don't let me hold you up.
Hi, Jesse. I need to get going. Like, don't even want to fucking start that conversation. Let me check really quick. That's... Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. This one. No. This one. Oh, the sheer lag. Not gonna do it? How about not? Okay. This is a map. I needed to see the other one. Here we go. So I can go through this area. This one kicked my ass. This one kicked my ass. Or I could go here and probably get my ass handed to me along the way. All are definite paths to pain. However, no. Eventually I'll get an extra mission or something. Pit, slide projector, or investigation sector. This one was a pain in the ass. And I'll just say this right now, I refuse to do it because despite using my best everything, albeit I've upgraded now, but still, I absolutely got my ass handed to me. No ifs, ands, or buts, just straight ganked every single step of the way. And it's more based off of a time limit. So sure, you can die over and over so long as I have the little points up in the top right. That 12,177, as long as that's not 0, I'm fine. But I don't want to go to this place here. Oh, this thing talks about it. I forgot about that.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place.
Yep.
The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
They had highly trained teams go through and get their asses handed to them. I have superpowers from a being not of this universe or dimension, and I got my ass handed to me several times. But I digress. So I'm not going that way. No way, no how. Fuck it. I'll go this way. I'm gonna explore this area for the time being. See, you lose 10% of your source every time you die. I still don't know what happens whenever you get to 0, but I sure as hell don't want to figure it out. 'Cause, yeah. I'm sure it's not too bad. Knock on wood. But, you know. Don't want to die. Like, really, really don't want to, any more than I already have. I'm sorry, what? I do not appreciate. Just gonna go into this little hidey hole. Yeah, you're seeing that shit, right? Okay. I am safe. This isn't the IRS office? No. Ah, emergency supply storage. Too bad I can't access it. I love that the more you focus, the better you can actually see some of these things. And if you give it enough time, these will clear out. But I don't have that kind of time. Anyways, I guess I gotta fight everything out here at some point. Yeah, none of these objects are tangible. They just keep multiple. Oh, what the fuck? We're on a tight budget. Oh, I thought it was telling me about something else. Oh. Bitch. You're gonna be my best fucking friend. Go, fight for me.
Are already in here.
Just gonna toss that all the way over there. Oh. The government really went overboard on the whole self-cleaning rooms. This isn't part of that. I can almost guarantee that this is not part of that whole thing. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Do not read confidential correspondence. I'm the director, now at least. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Give me those damn papers on the floor. Foot gossip, let's read it. Correspondence that's not mine. What? Hello, my feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Huh? Somebody became an object of power? That's need to know info, and I need to... Yeah, I need to know what the fuck just happened there. Oh shit. I don't like this. Creepy shit.
Darkness is blocking the door, so now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Exactly. Oh, that is cool.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
I guess so. Come here. It's cool, but also terrifying in my mind. Confiscated material. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna just leave you right here. There we go. Oh. All those times my nightlight did scare off the the demonic darkness. Yes, it did. Hartman arrest. Hartman Emil. Victim names: Wake, Allen, Anderson, Tor, Anderson, Odin, Lane, Rudolph, Dizol, Wendy, Emerson, and Thomas. Several names are redacted. Officers' names: Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges: Code 4, 8, 37, and 74. Kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Alan Wake. Obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. And breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. The fuck did he do? Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunctions with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senile, and Wake possibly deceased. You know of Alan Wake? There's a reoccurring name within this game. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. I see. There is a, more than likely, the house, or the area that we're in, is known as the oldest house, and so because things are so fucking wacky and all over the place, with objects of power, AWEs, and what is it? OOPs, AWEs, and altered items. AWEs are altered world events, by the way. That's Amazon levels of BS. Yeah. But because there's so much bullshit going on 24/7, it's like, hey, you can't claim that this is for overtime. You work a certain number of hours, everybody's told to keep track of their own time, and if anything starts to go wrong, you also need to keep track of that. Can I not open oh, this wall. I'll fucking do it. Yeah. Some of them actually didn't even sign up for it like properly per se. They were just kind of recruited. Like Jessie here, or the main character, didn't even sign up for it. She just walked in because she was trying to find her brother. And the end result of that was she picked up a gun. Yeah. She picked up a gun and was immediately, because she held the gun, it chose her, and it's like, alright, you are the new director of this whole bullshit program. And in the previous streams I've gotten so pissed off at the fact that I'm director, but I don't have the clearance key cards. I don't have a high enough rank to access certain areas, so if I just, oops, the lag for this, show you real quick. Under collectibles, is it this one? Or assets, here we go. So, Jukebox Tokens, we keep going back, yeah, back to that. I don't have a high enough level. There's like up to level 9, and I'm barely at level 6. You know how infuriating that is? And then several of my underlings, technically speaking, yeah, not enough director rank. Because, like, I'm the only one who's solving the problems here. Because everything has gone to shit since Jesse's brother ends up, or Dylan, ends up going and, I guess, hosting what's referred to as the Hiss, or this evil entity that's corrupted the place. And so, it's just absolute horseshit. in my opinion, that although I'm doing all of this work, I rarely get extra clearance level. You know, the occasional key card here and there, and each and every single time that this ends up happening, they end up like at some point or another just saying like, oh yeah, you don't have a high enough clearance level, you're not allowed to know about that. Like, bitch, I'm the director. Whatever the fuck is going on here, I need to know about, because I'm gonna have to solve it at some point. Like, several characters, one of them by the name of Marshall, I believe, is this really secretive, like, sort of combat training, you know, combat trained sort of veteran within this, you know, agency. And at every which way, she fights, you know, against your character of like,
Whoa.
you can't.
Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Yeah. It's like, you can't know about this. I'm the director, I need to know about it because I know damn well you're not going to solve it. And she doesn't. Can I even go this way? Oh. Light and darkness is way the hell down there. Okay. The days or moments that I don't want to fly. Surprisingly, that I don't want to fly, and it's like, oh, let's fly. Let's take off into the fucking atmosphere. Ooh, they had a bad day. Of course. They really had a bad day. Give me that. I'm just gonna hold this. Oh, that's mold. I'm gonna test something out real quick. Okay, I can survive this. Yeah, this is mold. I hate mold in this game because there's so much going on with it. So many problems that I really just don't want to deal with. Yes, mold. If I, here, show you real quick, if it'll either show me the map here. Oh, better yet, this mission is meant to destroy the source of the mold that you see, and the only way to fight it is to kill several other, I guess, or to gather samples and kill like people imbued with this mold and make a pill out of it, so you no longer are affected by it, because those little electric spores there that you see, like, that are flashing and creating little arcs, will kill you. Stepping on it will kill you. But it isn't until you are given the ability to walk into it that you are told one of the main reasons that makes it so dangerous is that to humans, everyday Joe Schmoes, it releases a sort of scent or pheromone that makes you really hungry and makes you want to eat it. And it will taste like, you know, delicious vegetables, apparently. No, well, depending on the person. But it smells delicious, it smells like the best food, all this other crap, and people will eat it. And when they eat it, it just starts to take over your body from there. It needs to be ingested. Inhaled, you know, at copious amounts, if you want to go that route, but ingested more often than not. Yeah. And so several soldiers. Not that. I just want to take a quick look, because I don't trust this game. But the whole thing that I have to fight from here on? Fuck you, game. Cleanse point. I claim this point in the name of me. Boom. It is now clean. I swear this game gives me the creeps sometimes. If I had done this way... Ah yes, here is that bright light. Can I keep going any higher? No? Where's that source coming from? Oh. Okay. I hate that sensation of just pure nerves in my gut. And the lighting, I love the, like, the, you know, immersion of this game, but at the same time, the lighting just pisses me off. Because it bounces between, you know, super dark and eerie to nigh pitch black, I can't see anything including my character, to blinding light of Christ in all of his glory. See? And there's no in between. Anyways.
The third thing.
Oh,
The
Jesus.
sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
I really wish I could have brought that light with me, but apparently they break. Durable shit, my ass. I need a light. Give me a light, please. Any light will do. Yeah. See, it's like literally falling apart as I speak. Go away. Burn, baby, burn. Just go inferno. Too strong of a grip. Hey, my hand is open, okay? It's not. If I put it down, it's fine. I don't know if I should turn off my lights properly, because I still can't see anything. Here, give me 1 second to turn on my lamp instead. Stupid thing. Knocking all my crap down. Right off my keyboard. Okay. So which way do you think I should go? That way? Or that way? Door of darkness or room of darkness? Left. So the door of darkness that I just left the light here. What the f... Oh, Jesus, I hate that. Let's check it out. Okay, well I'll come back to that because there's some targets I need to kill apparently. And it does give you a time limit. It just gives you like extra shit on occasion, helps you build up crap. Before I head out, Surge. Let's make it for now. And then I'll need to make this one so I can have that fully upgraded. Sorry. Let's see. I'll fast travel there in a second. Fast travel. There we go. Occasional enemies, though, usually aren't such a pain in the ass. Also, what the hell? 18, 24, and 21. Nope. Deconstruct. Does Belle message me at 1 a.m. mentioning a photo I sent her at 11 a.m.? I don't know, my guy. It's definitely horseshit, I can tell you that. Let's go with that one, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to go for Pierce. What's the point of responding at that point? You know, if nothing else, I think you could, you know, if you're going to respond to a message that you just got, like, fucking late. Oh, shit. Pneumatics. About to beat the shit out of you with a cardboard box. Come on. Take a seat, bud. Not only guns, but some of them can camouflage better than I can typically respond to. That's the major... These are major targets we're talking about, so people I don't normally encounter. Cower in fear. I was holding my breath for most of that. That was not nice. Now, normally, this place, this specific area, isn't all that bad. Normally. But this is not a very normal situation. Take a seat, young anomaly. Yeah. And most of the stuff isn't really worth it unless it's for, like, the points that you get from it. And very rarely at that. This is pretty normal. Actually, it's funny when you actually do bring that up to Emily Pope, the girl who's sitting, or the lady who's sitting in, over at the headquarters and all that, the blonde lady. She goes and says, or when you ask the question, like, what's the standard or normal here, she will specifically say, like, there is no normal. Everything here is typically unorthodox. You know, everything is just entirely out of place and usually doesn't make all that much sense. That's normal. That is their normal. Wait a second. Something. Okay. Something was trying to pull up there for a second or two. Now that we've got that done and over with, let's head back to that one spot and see the types of hands we can throw. They're gonna catch some slapjacks. I'm thinking I should either use something stronger at this point. Well, this is a shotgun and a sniper we're talking about. One in which the longer you aim, or the better your aim, the more damage. And this one just does straight damage. Speaking of which, 11, 24, nope. 7, 16, 18, nope. This one is 14, 11, 8, 17, okay, so 25, 17, 14, nope. 60, 70, 89, nope. Don't need that. See, damage while aiming and damage while aiming. This one just has straight damage all the way across, for obvious reasons. It's a shotgun. I needed to do its absolute best here. I can actually slap him with that. Again? Give me that shit. Let's go. Bright ass light. Eagle Limited Summary. Oops. The Shadow. Let's actually read this real quick. Paranatural Entity A-010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive, redacted, consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals or human bodies, redacted by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Sentient redacted. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE-35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of a or an redacted. I'm thinking outbreak. Refer to file 6-34-1923 for full report. Come on. Give me... Okay.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
I need a battery. I need several batteries, actually. I'm about to bring... The fuck? Random ass coffee cups following along? Oh, okay. Looks like I've got several batteries. One. Also, I just love the fucking look of these batteries. Ooh. Oh. I definitely pissed someone off. Oh, okay. They most certainly are. They're kind of a bit of both, I'd say. I'm probably gonna die here. I have no idea. Where they are. Come here. Give me a fucking Jesus. Well, this place is a fucking mess now. Not to mention there was a killer vending machine on the loose. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel.
6 days?
Surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint power on the front desk. Results are varying at best. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted, sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I could hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
They're in the modern times, but they mention... Sorry to pause it real quick. They mention that everything from the 1960s and 70s, or, you know, from a very specific time period and after, is susceptible to being tapped to being infiltrated by some type of entity. And it does happen. There's a fucking rubber ducky from the modern, more modern or recent times or recent days. There's a lamp, a refrigerator, all these different items, objects of power, and altered world events that are caused by different entities, and it's all in things that are more recent. So all of the tech that they have here, although it looks outdated, they make the best possible use because they found that it's a lot more difficult for the entities to actually infiltrate and take over or corrupt. So, although they're using the best of their, and more recent tech, like they was mentioning, everything that he was using, even though, not all of it per se was recent, was just being completely corrupted and fucked over. Yeah. Oh, okay. Looks like it's done. One thing I do...
I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time or I swear to God. What? Hello?
Yeah.
Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
That fucker ganked all his shit. Is that it? They're also pretty sturdy. Look at that. Gone. I'm sure shouting FBC, given that no one normal knows it exists, won't help. Yeah, there are some entities and, like, I guess different dimensions that are familiar with the FBC, given that they end up visiting on a number of occasions. But there's a number of FBC facilities all over the place, as well as different events that take place where the FBC will fly in and at least try and patch things up or adjust. If it's an object of power, they need to claim it, they need to grab it, claim it, and make sure that it's not affecting anybody. If it has affected somebody, they need to administer amnestics. If it is in the case of an altered world event, yeah, they need to quarantine it. So that's exactly what happened with Jesse and Dylan. Their whole town was fucked over because of the slide projector that they were fucking around with. It let out a number of different entities. Yep. As they use the FBI as cover when needed be. I'm not actually sure how they operate in that regard. I know that they do, they have much more jurisdiction, seeing as how they go all over the world. But it's hilarious to see how they mention how some of the officers and local news teams and all that were trying to butt in and figure out what the hell was going on, and they had to force them to back off. This is coming up from the high, fucking higher ups, and nobody else is allowed to know about it. And so they do have these special types of organizations and groups, within, I guess, this under this much larger umbrella that is the FBC. They have a radio night talk show host who will actively create conspiracy theories there was a meteor of black rock material that, what's the word? For example, there was a meteorite that crashed, but rather than it having shown up on any sort of detection system that we have, it didn't originate from from outer space or from orbit. It was just there, and it crashed, or it just fucking fell, made contact and the like. And everybody was saying it just popped up, it appeared out in the field, It doesn't look like it had any momentum to it. It just stopped. The only like impression that's been made is like the one that's showing that it's all of a sudden here, boom, just dropped. And so the radio host that they have, or that they employ, was basically feeding everybody this bit of crap, basically, that was like, oh, it was an alien. We had some of our camera guys go over there, and it was, we got to see some bits of metal, debris, and all sorts of other things that just seemed out of this world, and so on. So they do this they will falsify information to make sure that nobody else knows about this. And there are organizations to counter the FBC, small like little ragtag groups and the like, that typically try and get a hold of objects of power, and in some cases are suspected to create them, to try and start up an altered world event, or just cause all kinds of havoc. But I digress. I know there was a few more items that I could look through. Here we go. Interrogation complaint. Kirkland. So you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life. And I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back into that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. But, case in point. Other, groups and organizations. I don't like that. Don't like when it fucking does that. Where is it? NSC power plant. So, black market, no doubt for it.
Lads here. Hey. Darkness everywhere.
Oh, Auntie.
New day, same old bloody city, said the old lady. Like tar but good for nothing. Get rid of it.
See, clear the mold. There's a bunch of little missions that I can go and do from time to time from a man named Ati. Funny enough, he's the janitor who let you into this building. I don't know, I personally find it freaking hilarious. But I claim this point in the name of me. Give. Okay, so I want to say so. Like, it's a random building, but nobody can find it without having very specific instructions, or unless you're part of the organization and know, obviously, what you're looking for. Or in the case of Jessie, she found it because of Polaris, or the entity that she has that's kind of meshed with her at this point. It led her to this area, and it's like, alright, this is where you're going to find your brother. Well, I didn't tell her, more or less just showed her. It's like, this is where you're going to find your brother, and the answers that you're looking for. And you did. Just not in the way that you were hoping. Wasn't it power plant or something? Alright, well, I gotta kill some shit. It's up there. Find a way up now. Never been up here. Fucking dude. Uh-oh. My bad, man. What exactly did you miss? Or is it still buggy? Oh. So you didn't really miss all that much. I was just looking around for these. Shit. You didn't really miss all that much. Just me throwing hands. Trust it. I don't think it's done quite yet. Apparently things are that's enough fighting, I guess. I'm probably going to end up doing this a lot. Turn down the game volume. I will do so right now. Oh, Jesus. Here, if I move my mic a little bit and all that, does it sound any better or worse? Alright, there we go. I've never actually been all the way up there. Well, I guess there's a reason for that. Couldn't fly until now. Interesting. Before I do that, let me delete the other one. Yeah, 16. Not quite there. $19, 17. Alright. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Surfboard procedures? Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Any attempts to abuse the object's effects for personal gain will result in termination. Guru surfboard. Alright, an antique surfboard believed to originate from the 1960s due to its design. The item enhances self-confidence when touched. The duration of the effect is redacted. Of course. The item came to the Bureau's attention through a popular nationwide tour of speaking engagements advertising the item as a proven miracle worker, especially for those afflicted by personal shortcomings. This self-help course was called The Power of the Board, created and operated by a man named Chester Bless. Numerous attendees experienced an immediate surge in optimism and daring after touching the item. Once the craze reached a fever pitch, with the events attracting thousands of people, the Bureau took action. Agents raided Mr. Bless's Los Angeles home only to find the house empty and the man gone. Only the item remained in the house, in plain sight. A sick board to ride some radical waves. That's exactly right, my dude. Where the fuck is it, though? Actually, they said it was in the Panopticon. So, yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But the fact that the dude was just fucking disappeared. Oh, this was the Eagle Limited Summer, so the train that was derailed and blown up to cause an AWE. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted, As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. Event response had been tracking said group at the time and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team was on site, able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. Oh yeah, this was the rubber duck, by the way. So discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believing to have been the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Blank, or Redacted, has since been terminated. Surfboard procedures. It is in the A143-PE, so that's a panopticon. I'm pretty sure. I could have sworn I read it somewhere that it was in the panopticon. Oh yeah, floor 3, unit 5. That's the containment location. I can look for that. Floor 3, unit 5. Hello. I have one ability point, and I can spend it absolutely nowhere. Yep. Panopticon, where is the Panopticon? Let's head here. Panopticon, floor 3, containment cell 5. 3-05. So, it goes without saying that the higher up the level, the more dangerous it is. And Dylan is the result of an object of power and an altered world event. Same thing for Jesse. And the fucking hilarious thing to me is that he was put in the maximum security, floor 6. He had a floor to himself, so he can be contained. And he broke out, and willingly turned himself in. The guy who was levitating that I showed you earlier at the beginning of this stream, that's Dylan. And he fucked everyone up on his way out. Solely because he wanted to. Floor 4, Unit 14. Yeah. Oh shit is right. That's section 3. This is floor 4. Oh, okay. I really don't want to have to jump. Okay, that's floor 3. Oh, I know somebody's gonna spawn. Oh, you jackass. Why the fuck was floor 3 walled off? This is like the safest area to contain shit, apparently. It's a fortified unit, that's section 1. Oh, don't do this. Oh, please. Fuck. I'll need to head up there. I wish I could fly like this. Even if it were like temporary lightweight shit like you see here, I would definitely not mind such an ability. It would definitely help me get rid of my fear of heights. To some degree. And I guarantee it, like I'd fuck around with such an ability so often. So this is floor 3. That's where I was, that's where I was. And there, they have a number of areas here. This is the rubber ducky. Look at him. And all his quack and glory. His lifeless, patronizing eyeballs. Basically. I can't remember what this one was for. But 3, I want to say 3 and under for the most part are relatively safe items. And most of these items, yeah actually, all of these items I've already taken care of. Haven't seen this one yet. But this one gave me the ability to fly, I want to say. This one just fucking teleported all over the place and I hated it. Here's the surfboard. Give me confidence, please. Say hello. Open, say hello. Please, I beg you. Please, kind sir, I could use some help. But apparently there will be no helping. I need this. Here, I'm gonna just head my way up. Yeah, I'm gonna head up. Just because I want to at the moment, and it'll help me get some points. The fuck? Oh, I remember this one. This was like a sort of... This one... No. This one was the one that gave me the ability to fly. I want to say it was a stump. fuck's sake. I was sitting there spamming the block button, and they broke my shield immediately because he punched me. Shit. Apparently punches are stronger than bullets. Well, I guess that could probably make sense, seeing as how they're empowered by a fucking demonic entity of sorts. I don't even know if it's demonic. Only that it's a problem. Yeah, I guess. Why are they playing battle music already? Oh no, it was just residual. Is this it? Not really. Where is it? Logistics, the upper panopticon. I was so sure there were so many more for that area. See, P6 cell, that was Dylan. I guess we'll head to the upper level. Gotta head up 3 floors of bullshit. Is it this way? Yep. This is the P6 cell, I want to say. So there are other dangerous ones, but those are already taken care of. But look at this. This stuff here is called Black Rock, and it's meant to keep anything that can use special abilities off. Like, they cannot touch it. Hence why I can only break off small chunks, and it's of the stuff behind Black Rock. Which in my mind is just fucking wild, because they had all of this security. All this. And it meant nothing. Oh, that scared me. Black rock is a type of material specifically found in the Black Rock Quarry. It's this extra dimensional shit that is meant like specifically to stop and be extremely resistant to all of these different I guess abilities of extra dimensional beings. So the fact that he could pull it apart, grab it and crap and throw it about really says a lot. Oh shit. shit. Hate those bastards. Those ones specifically can sneak up on you. Damn. And of course, this area. This area is very, very, very rich in hiss energy, because this is where, at least in my mind and headcanon, it kind of started. Seeing as how Dylan had willingly let the hiss, or that entity, in. Or into himself, rather. And there were a number of sort of events that kind of led up to that. Him being tortured and just poked and prodded for all of these, you know, different tests and such. But it just really fucked him up, all of those tests, because they wanted him to become the next director. And so they wanted to improve the chances of him being a quote-unquote good director, ruthless director, that he did quite a lot to kind of rebel by the looks of it. But they had him under 24-hour surveillance, like 24/7 surveillance, and quit your shaking. Sorry. Forgot about this guy.
Alright, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective.
See, you can hear him, his normal voice.
What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Oh.
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So, she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
I feel like you just flipped her off or tried to throw something. What really sucks about all of this is since they were separated, so many people have tried to convince Jessie that it never happened. That it was some freak accident and her brother was dead. But, like, you even get to hear one of the conversations that her therapist, hired by the Bureau, mind you, is trying to fucking, like, gaslight her and tell her, you know, that didn't happen. You were, you know, it was a stressful time. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, there was no such event of what you think you're remembering. And, ooh, it just gets under my skin to, like, just remember, let alone hear again. Or, you know, hear, let alone remember again. But it's this whole situation and all that she struggles with for a long time, until eventually she figures it out herself. That yes, this is a real place. The Bureau is a real functioning, you know, like, aspect here of the regular, you know, day, I guess, and the things that they try and make sure that you don't come into contact with, and that Dylan was in fact, you know, taken from her, and they tried to cover it up as best as possible. And they succeeded for a great bit of time, but she never, ever stopped looking for him. And the reason that they say otherwise is to try and get a rise out of him, to see if any of their poking and prodding and experiments and the like have had any effect on him. Because most abilities... Shit. Sit your ass down there. Huh. Now, yeah, though, the whole situation is just infuriating to listen to. Because, again, they actively try to convince her that she's crazy. And there's a little bit of time where she actually starts to believe them, but eventually decides, no, something happened. Something definitely happened. Something is very wrong, and I need to find it. At which point, alongside Polaris, the voice in her head that everybody's been trying to get her to ignore, she starts listening and just kind of heads out to try and figure it out. And very obviously, she succeeded. Is it that way? Okie doke. Yo. So I'm gonna try and track some of the mold, I guess, missions real quick, just so I can get out of the way. Oh, fuck. Of course. You know what? Better yet, if I'm gonna fight the mold, I might as well get rid of the source first. So that's a boss fight, and I know it's gonna kick my ass at least once. But fuck it. It is starting to get late, and I might as well give it one good try before I call it, I guess. Is it parapsychology? Yeah, so I'm gonna give it like one good test, and then one good test run, and then I'll see from there. You'll get to see the original piece of mold, I guess, that started growing. What was your previous comment? Oh. Why the mold? Or but the mold? Shit, did I end up in the right spot? It's parapsychology. Ritual division. Alright, we'll see how it goes here. Fuck it, let's try this way. Yeah, fuck the mold at this point, honestly. I got close enough. I got issues with the mold that grows because it's everywhere, specifically here. See, everywhere. And what's funny is Ati, or the janitor, specifically says like the mold is his one of his many enemies because of how difficult it is to get rid of. And I don't know what sort of janitor he is or whatever, but he is a boss janitor, I guess. He is the boss fight of janitors.
There, area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, still.
Underhill, the lady that they were talking about, she's a bitch, but she makes you a good, pill to be able to withstand the mold. I think it's this way. Yeah. So, the mold in this area... What? Too far? Really? Is explosive. Have I seen the janitor? Yes. I have seen him, and I've heard his voice. Mold go boom, definitely. hate the mold. I hate the mold. I hate the mold. They cause so many problems for me.
Ramsey, Ranger
Listen to
Captain,
this.
7.25. Underhill sent us down. I will say this.
No, I'm unaffected by it now. See, it smells delicious. And it grows back anyways, but if I'm not directly in the blast zone, I'm fine. Yeah. I fucking hate the mold. I don't know any other way to say it. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I don't give a shit if I ever have it fighting for me. Helping me. Whatever. I hate it. I don't want to be anywhere near it. I hate the boss fight. Okay. Yeah. I can agree with you there. Oh yeah, and these mannequins just show up everywhere. They will replicate without anybody seeing them replicate, and they just have these little scenes of like that look like they're brawling it out, and it's fucking lovely. They are a bit creepy at times, but they're everywhere. So let me just check here. Active threshold sublevel. Yeah. But, listen to this.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Still the threshold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
They're eating it, and they're turning green, and they're changing, and all this other crap. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. I didn't mean to go in that direction. Dear God, that scared me. Especially with the game lag. Yeah. I need to make sure. Oops. You numbskulls, they were specifically told not to eat anything because that's how it affects you and that's how it spreads and so on, and they didn't listen, because why would they? And eventually the mold will get to you. Even if you're wearing like excessive protective equipment, it will eventually pierce, you know, or break through, and then it just becomes a battle of will at that point. Because it's only going to really affect you if you're A, breathing it in 24/7, which the masks and gear that they give you will help to keep it at bay, unless you eat it. Unless you physically decide, I'm gonna eat it. At which point it smells really great, and that's one of the things too that your character says is when she's running around and all that, you find one that's like grows in a toilet. A piece of mold that's specifically growing in a toilet for whatever reason. And so you take a sample, and you're told under no circumstances are you to eat it. You just collect it in a bag, you seal it, and you take it to the person that you need to make the specific like medication or pill to be able to so you don't die the next time you come into those like electric mold spores. She makes the pill, and then she tells you, yeah, so that's the mold basically trying to get you to eat it. And if you do, you end up like all of the other like people who ate it, and they are now covered in mold and cordyceps, or they look like the fucking clickers from The Last of Us. But long story short, you eat the pill, and immediately you like, she gives you or shows you a piece of the mold, and immediately you're like, oh god, like what is that smell? It's like, okay, now we know that the pill is taking effect, because now it smells absolutely disgusting. Instead of it being the most delicious thing, it's now the most repulsive thing, and now you have to try not to throw up instead of trying to eat it. So let's just save that real quick. Let's do this.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty. Nope. Not right. Stop being surprised by all the weird shit in this place.
This is a decent way into the story. And I gotta tell you, I spent so much time upgrading my weapons and getting like special perks for guns just to do that. I didn't, because the last time, what took me, say, 3 shots of, like up front, personally up close damage would take at least a good 12 shots. So I'm at least 3 times stronger now. But there are boss fights that the stronger you are becomes your own, detriment, of course, because this game just hates you. Am I supposed to go down here? No? Still. Helica fucking blame. Alright. That'll do. One more. How the hell do I get out of here? Like, actually. Huh. Oh. Cool. I hereby claim this point in the name of me. Boom.
Oh, so good.
Oh no. Of course, the guy's name is Ramsey. Fucking Gordon Ramsay eating mold. I'm actually hungry right now. Just, god damn it. It's the mold! There actually is mold now that I think about it in my AC unit. I've been trying to clean it out for weeks. It hasn't, like, I've used like heavy shit, chemistry. I've been using my chemistry knowledge and it hasn't fucking worked. Yeah, finally some good fucking food. That's the plant. Not gonna go there. How the hell do we get out of here? Don't tell me I just fast travel out. I guess so. Return to Underhill. Okay, no problems. To the pit. Let's go to the active threshold. Oh, well, this is close enough. Yeah, though you see some of them, the cleanse points for whatever reason are typically free of mold. Most of them. Like usually you'll notice that they don't have anything on the center. Most of the time. Oh, hello. Okay. Intrusive pattern. Computer. Balloon procedures. Sorry, I just gotta read this. Get well, balloon. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of all of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be redacted, along with the black substance itself. Description of altered effect. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face is a colorful message to get well. Surrounded by cartoon hearts, a ribbon is attached to the balloon, and the item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. Yeah. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. Balloon supplement. The item was used in the children's ward of a local hospital and redacted. Witnesses do not recall where the balloon came from. Therapy dogs, part of a program called blank, meant to comfort the sick children, were noticeably attracted to the item. They reportedly jumped at them, licking it when they could. The children claimed the dogs began walking through the halls of the hospital at night, howling in a low pitch. One child described the sound as singing. A few days later, the dogs were all discovered dead, a dark substance leaking from their redacted. The hospital staff called local authorities, who called the CDC. Bureau agents intercepted this call and arrived at the scene within redacted hours. The item was taken for evaluation along with the remains of the dogs. See PAI 24-2411.B for details. No. Oh shit. What's with the noise? It's currently got the sound of a fight going. Did you see any of that? There was something like right behind me.
Lighting, you've returned, I see.
Fucking hell, she scared me. That night here, see, that was the mold. But I hear something. fuck it. Okay.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked.
Stuck up,
Now
bitch.
tell me everything. Did you find the source?
I'm your boss.
You did.
Calm the fuck down.
Didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it.
The fuck else am I supposed to do
You
with it?
found the source and you killed it. I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really. It's too much. Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange.
I got half a mind to shoot her.
Even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold.
Crap.
They managed to sneak out without the rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
I swear to God.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
More mold emissions. But see, you can hear it. You can hear like grumbling in the distance. Let me get rid of the one. Yep. 38. Ooh. 36 and 32. Hell yeah. Wait. No. Grief. I'm gonna have to deconstruct that for now. I thought that was a good one, but it's just health element recovery. Missions. Ritual Division and Central Research. Let's try this. Parapsychology. I also realized just now that I probably could have pressed that button instead of jumping down. Probably would have been safer. Shit. Gonna be my best fucking friend. sure I don't overflow my reserves of perk items, because any that I don't pick up will be erased. Aren't I already near parapsychology? Central Research, Parapsychology. Wait a second. Central Research, Ritual Division, Parapsychology. I'm already in one of the areas. The fuck? So I can go for health, more energy, more melee damage. I can throw enemies, do more launch damage. Energy will recover. Oh. Hell yeah. I need that. Crap. More levitation time. Fuck. I'll do that for now, because I need to recover. I do need to recover energy. So let's just test that out. Nice. Slow, but it is. Fucking probabilities. Okay. Oh yeah, this whole room is just filled with lucky items. Shame that I haven't actually been to all of these. Huh. Let's just turn on all these lights. Hell yeah. Item manifest. So bronze koi fish from China attracts abundance and wealth. Horseshoe Ireland wards off evil, orientation important. Heals up, allows luck to be kept. Heals down, luck flows outwards. The Maneki Neko from Japan. Beckoning cat used in shops, paw held up to beckon customers, creating luck for the business owner. Four-leaf clover in Ireland. Shamrock, a rare plant variation, connects to druid healing rituals. Elephant from China. Protection, good luck, wisdom, and feng shui. Light bulb, various. Documented gambling rituals indicate luck is produced when all lights in the room are turned on. Note, effects of the items to be tested. Consider investigating the orientation of horseshoe. Also consider positioning of feng shui objects. Proximity of luck items may influence luck readings. Horseshoe. Heals up, allows luck to be kept and wards off evil. The fish attracts wealth. So up, all lights on, and the paw needs to be moved. I was all that lucky. all the things that they're testing so far. So either it makes you lucky or unlucky, but damn it. Containment. Oh course it's in the Panopticon. Great. Just fucking lovely. Is it gonna start? Before it fills up any further, I think it was this one. Not bad, I guess. Supposed to be around the area that I was just in, but I didn't see anybody. Oddly enough, at least. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to do the same. I just wanted to do one last check for the enemy that I'm looking for. Nope, that's still looking probability. Damn it. Wrong button. Central research is literally down here.
test our code-breaking skills.
I am in Central Research. Where the fuck? Where the fuck is this mold bastard growing? I guess I know now. Oh yeah. So some areas sorry, some areas have very specific noise patterns that
I do it for so much less when all is made clear. There is nothing else, and here we stand, the sweet.
Sorry about that. Some of these areas have lots of different like there's an area just actually above this one that uses sound as well. Only thing is, anytime that frequency or specific song or sound is played, everything in the within the room just goes haywire. Say goodnight, baby. Gave him an extra seat. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I think I'm gonna call it a night here, because it is starting to get late, and I at the very least found one of them. So, yeah, I'll just leave it paused here for now, I guess. But it was nice hanging out with you, Andrew. Good to hear from you. I'm hoping you have yourself a good Thanksgiving. GG, thank you. And thank you. Well, I guess for now, until next time. Let me know if you need anything, though, or if you're having trouble with any of the notes or pre-cal or crap. But I'll be seeing you, my friend. Yeah, have a good night to you as well.